Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be playing another Platinum Support ranked game. I am the Strategy Professor. Hopefully we can carry this game. We'll see. So, to start off this episode, just talking about how fast it is that we get a Q instantly. I'm not sure how I feel about that. In fact, I don't feel good about it. I probably shouldn't take this. Yeah, actually I'm going to wait. And the reason why is if I got a Q that fast, that means another game was just canceled because somebody dodged. And I don't want to risk going into that because there's a chance you could get a trolling person in there. There's a chance that's the biggest risk is getting a troll. But also, most people who are in dodge games just stay in the queue. And that means that the other team could possibly have information about your comp or about the players on your team. So for example, let's say that you have a 5-on-5 and one person dodges. Now, you're going to have to get one new person, but the game doesn't necessarily keep everyone else together all the time. It reshuffles them. So a lot of times it will keep people together, but sometimes it shuffles. So now imagine that one person from your 5 group gets shuffled over to the other group that's now missing a person, and you guys get the new person. Well, the person who just went over there knows everything that you said in chat. They know all of your names, and they know what your picks were. So they know if there's someone on your team that says something like, or that has a name that's like only Annie mid, and they will ban Annie because they'll say, hey, there's a person over there that's an Annie specialist, ban them. Or they'll know, like, if you have just certain comps or are stressed out, if some guy just says something like, if I don't get Olaf this game, I'm going to feed, or something like that, then the other team can just ban Olaf and they might go off and feed. So there's just really not a lot to be gained by staying around for a game after someone dodges. You need to just wait because you're opening yourself up to a lot of risk. Now, yes, that's true. You can be the beneficiary of that also. I'll go ahead and requeue here. You can be the beneficiary of that also. You could have that infiltrator come over to your team where you still have the same 4 people and someone else dodged. They could give you all kinds of information and then you could start banning other people. But it just opens up a lot more volatility in the selection process, and I don't like volatility. I like predictability as much as possible when I'm trying to gain ELO. I want to take as many variables out of the equation as I can. That's why I would not recommend sticking around a game if someone dodges. Just wait like 30 seconds at least. Know if someone just dodged. Like I said, if you press Q and it's instantly you get matched up, there's a good chance that someone just dodged. Not all the time, but I just waited 30 seconds. There's no harm in it. So that's just one little insight there. I'm probably going to be playing a lot of Tahm Kench's patch. Just watch my other Tahm Kench videos. There's going to be a ton of them on this channel. But the reasons are he saves allies better than any other champion. People are out of position a lot. He saves people from CC. He's very tanky. Lots of people like picking non-tank tops and non-tank junglers in this meta. And he's very mobile. So with his ult, you can ult in behind somebody in lane. You can get to where you need to be. He has a lot of power. He doesn't have as much damage. As much really hard CC as a bunch of other champs, but he has pretty decent heal in CC. So he's just my favorite pick right now, and I'm basically my highest win rate champion right now. I have about 55% with Tahm, so he's really good in most aspects. One of the only downsides to him, like I said, he doesn't have a ton of damage. He doesn't have the most CC on the block. He has some pretty good CC, not the most. And he doesn't have a lot of pressure in lane unless you get jungle gank. Now he is good at CCing someone with his tongue and walking up and keeps them either dead, basically. So he's good with ganks. He's also good at ulting people in behind their lane with the jungler if you can coordinate that. That's just what I like to play him. But another consideration that I've come up with over the last couple of games is that I need to be dodging more, and I think you guys should too. You should dodge any game that you think you're going to have less than a 50% chance to win. You need to dodge it. Because statistically, you're gaining ELO by doing this. Your first dodge is easy. It's only 3 points. I just used my first dodge from the last game, the show up footage. But we had I think it was like a Twitch jungle, and there's like a couple other champs that were just really goofy. There's like a Yasuo to Twitch jungle, and like a Varus bottom or something. It was terrible. It was just terrible. So I just dodged it, and I should have dodged the one before that, where we had a Yasuo and something else. Basically, Yasuo is a massive, massive strike in this patch. I've seen him. He's lost every game. We'll see if it stays true this time. He's lost every single game, whether he's on my team or on the enemy team, that I've in the last 20 games. For as long as I can remember, Yasuo has lost on the last 2 patches.
Call me king, call me demon. Water forgets the names of the drowned.
He doesn't have as much sustained damage as other picks. He doesn't have as much burst. He doesn't have tankiness. He doesn't have as much mobility as other picks. I just think that something, if you want that style of champion, I think the Trundle is better on all counts. So with my runes, I just go, I've got like 16 of my 20 runes are for support. I just go for a little bit of health, a little bit of attack speed, a lot of move speed, maximum move speed. You really need to be able to move with Tahm, and some magic resist with this one, and a little bit of mana regen. And then with my masteries, I just go for the health. Health scales is the best stat on Tahm, and then also go with veteran scars for more health. So a lot of people get Bond of Stone, but because Tahm has gray skin, his health, he gets a huge bonus to health, and he does damage based on his maximum health. So he just scales exceptionally well with health, and I just really like that mastery. I think the other 2 have been nerfed really heavily, and so I think it's okay to go for that mastery, especially on Tahm Kench, where health is at such a premium. And you're going to be getting hit a lot more than other supports because you're walking directly into hot situations a lot of the time. Like, you're trying to eat people and save them from bad situations. So you just need as much health as possible. But yeah, you should be dodging. So just think about this statistically. If you win a game and you're kind of at an average level of win or whatever, you're going to gain 20 or lose 20 points based on that win. If you do any dodges beyond your first for a game, you lose 10 elo. So if you think that you have less than a 50% chance to win a game, you're actually gaining elo by dodging, because you would lose 20. Let's say you had a 30% chance to win. You would lose 70% of the time. And I don't know what that is. I can't do the math off my head, but that's basically on average you would lose, I don't know, something like 15. If you played that match out 100 times, you'd lose 15 per time. Something like that. But if you dodge, you're guaranteeing yourself only losing 10. So yes, you are losing, and you could win. But just if you're at 50-50, and it's 20 for a win, and 10 for a loss, then you're breaking even. But if it's less than that, then you're going to lose. So basically, if there are things in your game that you think you're going to lose more than one lane, because one lane is 20% of the game. If you think you're going to lose, or I guess there's
30 seconds
5 positions, 3 lanes. So basically, if you think you're going to lose 2 lanes, you need to dodge. Based on champ select. So, I mean, that's just kind of the easiest way to think about it. If there's a matchup where there's just no way that person's going to win, or I had one game a couple of games ago where one person said, wow, I got mid, I never get mid, or something like that, which indicates to me that he doesn't play mid a lot.
Minions have spawned.
I don't remember where I was going with that, but yeah, basically if there's just goofy things going on, you need to dodge it. Oh yeah, one person said mid lane, I got mid, I never mid, and the other person, there was something else where they're just like, this is my second time jungling this patch, LOL, or something like that. And he was serious, I could tell that man wasn't serious. So listen to those people. If they're not joking, and they're serious, that they don't have a lot of experience on those champs, you need to dodge that game. Those 2 people that are probably going to miss it. And I should have dodged it because they both fed and they're terrible. So don't be afraid to dodge. I mean, I know there's some streamers out there that say like every game's winnable. You should play every game. Every game is not winnable. Most games are winnable. But there's going to be, 30% of games there's just really very little you could do. The other team just has a better matchmaking process. You can still have a great KDA, but you're going to lose the game. So if you can see that from champ select, if there's just like really hardcore this person like is almost certainly going to lose, and there's two of those people, you need to be dodging. Okay, good. This Jin's pretty good. He knows how this works. So Jin's very good with Tahm. If Tahm gets it stunned, then or if Tahm gets a tongue and he stuns with W, then Tahm can beat him, and that's basically a guaranteed kill. So mid might be roaming here, it'd be really weird, but he could be. I missed that one. Okay, well, double kill. Now he's gonna die there probably. It's really bad. It's not worth it. I should have used my exhaust on Draven. I thought we'd be able to get away without exhausting.
From suffering, my banquet is born.
Yeah, that's really bad to give Draven those kills. I should have just exhausted Draven immediately. I thought I could get away. I should have sped her out faster too. I don't know how she healed that fast. I guess I used the heal on her. But
an ally has been slain.
All creation is born.
Back all the way up. Yeah, and I should have waited. If I had grayscale, we definitely would have won it. I just should have waited. I got too greedy there. This Nami is out of position a lot. We'll kill her again.
Every heart has its own hunger. All shall drown in my pain. This is
So we should be able to win the next fight, especially if I can exhaust Draven. Now, if I can actually catch Draven out, that would be very good. But Nami's the one who's out of position a lot. Okay, so he got a call. He probably has a DF, yeah. Now that's one of her cooldowns. Draven is stronger right now, but yeah, just wait on them to go after Jin here. Now we're gonna get him.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, so that was good. We got that TP. That was a good switch on their part to go for the Draven instead. Because Draven was just too far into the I counter Lux very, very hard. So even if they land the snare, she's sticking around, which is giving Victor lots of free farm, which is great. He kind of needs it. I think he's behind. Yeah, he's pretty far behind. So we could actually almost kill them. Oh, if I landed that, she would have been dead.
An ally has been slain.
So I think Nami's back. Let me see. Oh my gosh, she stayed. Oh, I should have E'd. This is a pretty bad game. That was good bait.
Let us eat voraciously and overindulge.
So I could definitely use my E right there to save. I could have also exhausted. I'm just holding my exhaust too long. Like, I thought I could get out of that. I don't remember even what. I think Lux may have snared me. I thought she missed, but maybe she didn't. I don't know. Yeah, I died twice in 8 minutes. That's so bad by my standards. And both of these were preventable.
Mercy has no flavor.
Eat her. Why is he eating her? Eat her.
Every river ends in me. Something to nibble on.
Like, was my W button broken?
Everything ends down the river. Eventually. Regrettably, I must retire in order to find a digestive. Every heart has its own hunger. All shall drown in my magnificence. I never wish that on easily pacified. Gluttony is impossible. Banquet is over.
Like, what?
Shut
How are there so many people here? Okay, well, he did get a kill. Gosh. Like, I need to check my keyboard or something, because I swear I've been, like, just hammering W, like... It's so bad.
Anything of depth is deceitful. I am
We just need to keep going.
focused.
Like, I'm very concerned about something here, though, like...
All the world's a river, and I'm its king. A true meal requires foresight to manifest. True appetite never wanes. Give it to me! Now we shall gluttonize.
Don't let him kill you. Don't let him kill you. Okay, well, that, I had a flash exhaust, so he didn't die, but he needed that kill psychologically. He's losing it. I am still very, very concerned why I wasn't able to eat Nami, though. Like, I don't think there's a debuff or anything on that unit. Like, I was looking at it, the cooldown was down. Like, I don't understand why I wasn't able to eat her. She was in range. Like, I was right on top of her. Like, that has to be some kind of glitch. Or something. Like, if you guys understand, let me know in the comments. I really don't get what was going on there, though. That play, because that concerns me, because now it just has me questioning whether I actually know Tahm Kench. I mean, I've played him before in games. Or I still don't understand why. And I still don't understand why that wasn't working. I'll have to go back and watch it myself after this is done and just see.
Everyone ends downriver.
Like, it's been really slow and weird and, like, not responsive, too, in terms of there have been... Like, sometimes it just won't eat allies. Like, I've been spam clicking on allies before.
Executed.
So I don't get it.
I refuse to succumb to culinary degradation.
Really a lot we can do there. This Victor is just... We just have to play around him. He doesn't know what's going on. He better be up a lot of farm. 181. Okay, so he is up like 20 farm, which is good.
I have tasted.
She just walked on wards.
Enemy killing spree.
Hit that. Could have probably got it.
Every heart has its own hunger.
Oh, is she really gonna get this? That's so aggravating. I should have known she was gonna move. I've almost got my exhaust.
All the world's over and
He didn't need to flash that. I mean, I could eat him out of these things. He's not used to having a Tahm Kench on his team, I think. Like, he doesn't have to flash that. I was just going to let the wave hit him and then W him out of...
take that.
Shut down. Rampage. Your team has
I mean, he's getting middle. But they're probably going to get a tower out of this. They're getting stuff, but...
Your turret has been destroyed.
true appetite never wanes.
Yeah, this Victor is just like, you shouldn't do that. As a, like, yes, he's up some CS, but you're just will aggravate the daylights out of your team if you don't do anything.
An enemy has been slain.
Is to starve.
Like, he's gonna get caught middle again. It's just really, really bad. Like, but you know, we don't get to pick our team. That's why it's a solo queue. You know, if you want to pick your teams, go do arranged 5s. So it's just an unfortunate reality of the situation is that
escapes hunger.
He's gonna get caught, he's gonna die, and he's just gonna be really bad. But all we have to do is just try to do things with the other 4 people.
My diet is expansively unique.
An ally has been slain. Your team has
We did get a tower out of it, which is nice. Okay, she's still here. She's just gonna try to get me. She can't get me.
Everyone ends downriver, eventually.
She's around blue. She wants her blue. So I'm just gonna get her. Nice. So I'm just here just to back him up. So Jax is doing very well.
The only real sin is to deny a craving.
Okay, let's go over here.
A depth of flavor is what I covet.
So we might be able to get this. I'm a little worried about Lux, but Lux can't kill me, I don't think. I'm not going to let her turn saved Jax. I died, but that was one where I kind of knew I was gonna die there. It's better to save Jax. He's on a killing streak, but I feel like there's still some way I couldn't got out of there. I didn't have flash. It's really hard to dodge that Nami wave. I could have let the Nami wave hit Jax first and try to dodge it, and then I guess would have been the solution. I didn't know Yasuo was going to be there, though.
All the world's a river, and I'm its
I'm going to sell this
king.
Fairy Charm. Get a little extra cash.
An ally has
Need
been
another pink.
slain.
All shall
Dominating.
bow to my magnificence.
Now get back in here, get back in here. Give me pink. Pink. Okay. Alright, so we need to play around Jax. I say this every game, but just whoever's winning, whoever's doing very well on your team, you need to try to complement that person as much as possible. So that means if it comes down to it, and I need to save someone, just one person on the team, it's going to be Jax.
Misery has
So I need to be around where he is to
taste.
help him make plays. Like, I need to snowball him as hard as I can.
Consume.
An ally has been slain.
I just want to give Jin this cannon gold there. I need a ward for Jax.
From suffering.
Godlike.
I don't have anything I can really cast here. Once Yasuo showed up, we should have left. At least get the tower, Victor. Holy. Well, this is a really bloody game. It's not my finest game, but we can still definitely win. He might get the tower. If he would have just autoed that twice. Okay, we got it. That's what I mean by playing around Jax, but we should have left. Like, I need just, wherever he's going, I need to ward that area and just, like, just make sure that he wins the game. Ward it, come over, try to protect him in case they gank him. Because they've got to spend, like, 2 or 3 people to kill him at this point. I think he's starting to build, oh, he's not building tanky yet. I don't know about all that. I need him to GP is also not having a great game. Vi is tanky, not really.
Money is impossible.
So I could warp behind this Yasuo, but he's very mobile, like it's going to be hard to stop him. I can't really control this area. I kind of want to ping it, but they're just going to walk up and clear it. I guess I can ping this.
I search for bargains wherever fools cross my domain. No true
So I need to pick some people.
Abated.
Jax, what's Jax doing? They're just kind of hanging out in the middle. Let her sweep that and I'll move for them. I don't know where Lux is. Vi's here too, but they're really good at picking on the so we have to be careful with that. I really wish Jax would get something tanky, but that just might not happen. Since Jax is here, I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep all this. If there's anything to sweep. She just didn't ward anything, okay. Okay, good. Nice. So
let us eat voraciously.
So they got Jax, that's fine. I think we'll go with this tower. Oh nice, you can go. No, whatever. I didn't even see her creeping up there, that's fine. We just need to get out of here. Inhibitor's great. At any time you get kind of a free chance, just try to ward a little bit.
I have tasted
See if they have any ward in here.
Pacified.
Try to get some wards down. I mean, I probably should ward Baron. I'm just out of wards.
Regrettably, I must
I think we can do it. I mean, we've got wards around Baron, so we'll know if they try to do it. So now I need... They don't have a lot of auto attackers, so I think I'm gonna get a ZZ. I'm gonna sell my refillable, get a pink.
From suffering, my bank.
Refillable is good, but I have so much health right now, it's not the best in the world. I'd rather have the pink. And the reason that I could get Frozen Heart, but he also is not really an auto attack champion. He's a caster based attacker. The extra MR would be nice for buffs. They're gonna get it. That's fine. Jax is not here, so we need to be very careful because they can. Jax is not here, that's the thing. I kind of Shax was here, but if we can not let them back, that'd be good, but they have no way to take another tower right now, so if we just hold them here, they don't back, Jackson's gonna get a lot of kills. Yeah, just hold them here, don't let them back. Jackson's gonna get the stuff.
Breathe in the ice.
Three are dead. Let's just back up. It's good enough. So now they might try to Baron. I'm just going to get a board on it. I don't think they will, but they're just about a desperate Baron territory.
I shall return to this establishment.
I mean, I'm kind of low, but I guess we can do it.
Can be abated. Let us eat voraciously and overindulge.
Clearing lanes, they're not contesting there. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the ZZ. It's a little bit weird, as I said, for an item, but in solo queue, if you don't need the Frozen Heart, because they don't have at least 2 major attack speed champions, and you don't need Frozen Fist to peel, then ZZ gives you a little bit more MR if they have huge MR threat, which they do with Lux. It still gives you some really good armor. Well, pretty good armor. But most importantly, it gives you pushing power. So it helps you close out games.
Nothing escapes.
And that's really what we need to do right now. So you won't see that a lot in competitive play because they specifically build comps and play their comps in such a way that they're able to close out games with pushing power. But that doesn't always happen in solo queue, so...
From suffering, my banquet is born. Also drown in...
Just compliment the guy, try to get him up here. Okay, so if he gets that inhibitor, that's fine. That's the combo with Jin. Save her, spit her out. Oh. Dang it, I should have eaten him. I didn't see him fast enough. Oh, I missed her. Our number one priority is don't let him get on. Get out of here. Yeah, let's just get out. I don't know, who gets her? Okay, nice. Oh, let's get her. Oh, they killed our guy? I thought we maybe killed their guy. Get this just for the CDR. We do need more CDR. Quite a lot more CDR, actually.
I refuse to succumb to culinary degradation.
Yeah, sure. We'll just get this one
All
on.
creation is born, famished, and starved.
Keep pushing it.
My diet is expansively unique.
The enemy's inhibitors respawn soon.
Okay, so I can work them up there.
Misery has a delectable taste.
So he didn't take it. They might actually get caught and die here. I don't know. Probably not, but go ahead. It's easy right there. Alright, so this definitely was not my finest game. If you watch any of my other games, you know that I really don't like to get 3 deaths or more. And the reason for that is whenever you die, you're not able to participate in the game. I mean, I know that sounds really simple. It sounds really simple, but think about that. Every time you die, you're not able to defend towers. You're not able to push towers. You're not able to peel for teammates. You're not able to make picks on people. You're not able to get barons or dragons or whatever. Like, you're not there. You're not able to do things when you're dead. And so that's why, you know, in past videos I've said, you know, it's just as important if you're trying to carry your team. It's just as important not to die as it is to actually get kills. So people think that getting kills and getting on this gold and making plays, that's how you win games. That's true to an extent, but also think of the inverse. If you give the other team a lot of gold and you're not there to help make plays, then that's just as bad or worse. Because, and I gave this analogy before in a previous video, if you truly are the all-star of the team, if you're the person who deserves to climb ELO, then you are the most valuable player on your team. And if you die, even if you trade kills with somebody else, if you're the best player at the ELO and you deserve to rise, then it's not an even trade. Because they're trading one of their guys that's not as good as you are, in theory, for the best player in the game. So that means it's an asymmetrical trade. Because the person that died for them might not be a good shot caller. They might not be where they're supposed to be all the time. They may have just gotten lucky. You know, maybe they got backup from another player because you made a foolish play or something like that. Like, if you truly are the all-star, you need to not die, and that helps you win the game. Now, that doesn't mean that you play so safe that you never make any plays and you always run and leave your teammates high and dry. No, that's not it at all. It just means that you sit down and think carefully about your plays and you make good, solid decisions, because there's a very high correlation between making poor decisions and dying. So if you're not dying a lot, that usually means you're making pretty good decisions. So in most of my games, I will have 3 deaths or less, and that's what I always recommend for everybody, 3 deaths or less. But as you saw that game, we died a few times early. We're just a little bit aggressive. I'm trying to remember what game this is, because I've played a few in a row here, and I think Jen's been in every single game. But yeah, I was just a little too aggressive. I wasn't using my exhaust early enough in early trades. I was just being too greedy with my summoner spells. And we died a couple of times in lane. Yes, Lux and Vi and everybody, you know, ganked our lane a million times. But I still shouldn't have died that much. But I was able to dial it back, not be nearly as risky, make some smart plays, and just be more proactive with my summoner spells. And I was still valuable later in the game. I saved people plenty of times. I made some good CC plays, made some pretty good calls, and so we were able to win the game. So not every game is going to be perfect. You know, you might make some mistakes early in the game. And I still had the most assists, even though I died 5 times. That means I was there. I was making plays. I've also said this about Tahm Kench in previous videos. He's one of the hardest supports to get assists on because he doesn't have any shields or heals. So that means that you have to physically touch people to get assists. And usually that's just with your tongue or your auto attacks. So the fact that I have 12 assists means that I really was there, like getting dirty, like getting in fights, actually touching people. Whereas if you're someone like Janna, you could just throw a shield on somebody and you're going to get an assist for every single person that dies, like the entire game. So it's not unusual to see like a Janna that wins go like 1-3-30 or something like that. But just because you have a lot of assists doesn't mean that you're impacting the game more than other supports. For example, Tahm Kench's signature move, the W, the chomp, doesn't give you an assist. And that saves people, like directly saves their lives more than any other support. So it doesn't count anywhere on the stat sheet. But yeah, I will post this game up, and I think it's just a good lesson for just how to stay in there, how to keep a good positive mentality when Victor was just really bad. He was not roaming. He was even trolling our Jhin. He just said, I'm just going to pretend Lux isn't a champion. And our GP top lane was feeding hardcore. He's going 3-8. So if you notice what we did, I was just trying to cheer him up, staying proactive, trying to make some good plays, even though like I said, I definitely made some mistakes early on. I still don't know why I couldn't eat Nami, and there's a couple other times where the eating mechanic was really weird. I've got to go back and watch the tape and figure that out, but I don't know. I mean, I was looking down to see if it had the cooldown. I had the cooldown. Like, I don't understand what was going on there, so I'll have to review that. But even though I was definitely making some mistakes early, I was able to keep my team mentally in the game. Just be proactive, just tell them we can win, try to be positive, and just go around and make plays. Just make things happen. And if you notice, I especially identified who was doing well on our team, and it was Jax. And so I was playing around Jax. So that means that I was trying to ward for Jax, I was trying to help counter gank for Jax, because they're going to go for him when he's splitting alone. So, and he's really powerful. So we got like 3 kills, I think, when I went over, made a counterplay for Jax, and we were able to get the Nami and at least a couple other people's in the bottom lane tier 2 tower. So because I anticipated they would go for him, and he was really powerful, I was able to counter gank and help. So just identify your strength and protect him. Also, Jhin was getting very strong. He's getting a lot of kills. So if you notice in team fights, I was just staying really close to Jhin. If he got CC'd, if he got Vi-ulted, whatever, I just ate him, sped him out. And that's such a great combo with Tahm Kench and Jhin, because you can eat him and then run him all the way to the back line, spit him out, and then Jhin can ult and still be relevant in the fight. That's why they're one of the best 1-2 punches in the meta right now. But anyway, so that game, sometimes you just don't snowball hard. Once again, Yasuo lost the game. I said that at the beginning. This Yasuo went 8-4. He dominated his lane. He just ran all over this GP. And he still couldn't get it done at the end of the game. He just doesn't have enough sustained damage. And he's not tanky enough, so he was splitting it halfway in the middle. He got like some crit, and then he got a bunch of damage, or a lot of tank stuff, because they needed a tank. But as you can see, it just didn't matter that he had all that gold, he had all that domination. He just couldn't do it. He's just not mobile enough. He's got too many skill shots. He's just not a good champion to be playing in this meta. Unfortunately, I like him. I love his design as a champion. I think he's really cool. I think it's really cool to watch a good Yasuo. It's just they've nerfed him too hard with the stats. So don't think that I'm just hating on Yasuo as a champion or all Yasuo players. I'm just saying that statistically, he doesn't win games right now. Both from anecdotal evidence, I think even if you look at Lol King and see the stats, he's pretty low. Surprisingly, he's about 50%. I don't know why he's not in the lower 40s, but anyways, he's not that great. Okay, so main takeaways from this game. Stay positive. Help your teammates stay positive. Find ways to be proactive, even if you're behind. Like, see where you can make plays. See who is vulnerable. See who's powerful on your team. So, for example, I pointed out numerous times that Nami was out of position a lot that game. I knew that early on in the laning phase when I went all in on her. I should have exhausted Draven, so I messed up that play. But she still is out of position a lot, so she's very vulnerable. And just who is strong on your team. So I identified Jax, went and helped Jax. So just identify vulnerabilities on their team, know where you can strike, how you can win, and then identify strength on your team and figure out how to play to those strengths to get your team to win. So those are things you can do whether you're ahead, whether you're behind. Just staying positive, identifying weaknesses with them, and identifying strengths with you, and trying to maximize those strengths and weaknesses. That's a very massive strategic advantage you can have, because most people aren't going to be thinking on those lines. And just being vocal, just letting your team know, hey, I'm going to be here, or back up, we shouldn't do this. that's really how you win a lot of games, especially support. People say support can't carry. Yes, you can, because you can do all these invaluable things from any position, and support actually has the utility often to have CC and be mobile, make plays, peel for the AD carry, and you just have a lot more opportunities as support to watch the map and make calls because you don't have to CS. So that means you can make calls, you can type to people, you can reassure them. There's just lots of very leadership types of things you can do on a team as support because you have the luxury of not having to CS. So, okay, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you did enjoy it, to consider a like and a subscribe. I'm still a very new channel, so it really helps me out with visibility on YouTube quite a lot if you can throw me some subscribes. And not only does it help me, it helps other people find this channel. So there might be other people that play support and they just can't find really good support content on YouTube. There's really not much of it, honestly. Or just people who want an in-depth analysis regardless of the position they play. They just want people to sit down, be really in-depth, and win the game with strategy and not just with really high mechanical play. As you saw, I made mechanical errors that game. I made mistakes. I made a few judgment errors. But because I was able to think about it strategically, adjust my gameplay, we were still able to win the game. So you don't have to be a mechanical master to gain elo. You just have to think strategically and make good decisions. And that's what I try to cultivate on this channel. So if you know people who would enjoy that or benefit from that, let them know. Tell them to come check out this channel. And if you watch a few of these videos and you really like the way that I work through these games, the way that I help share my ideas with you, then consider a subscription to help other people come in here and find that. It'll also keep you up to date on notifications for when I release new games. I should release at least 1 or 2 games every day, so you'll always have some fresh content. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks again. I had a great time broadcasting it. I hope you had a great time, and have a wonderful evening.